Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is a closer look at 1985's Cap Rifle and Robo Scope. That didn't really work right. There are good toys, there are bad toys, and there are Arco Toys. If you were to make a chart of the toy industry in the early to mid 1980s, you'd put Hasbro at the top with G.I. Joe and Transformers. Kenner is probably a close second with Star Wars Mask and DC Superpowers. Mattel at third with He-Man, and then every other toy company that you can think of, and all the way down here after the company that makes the wrestling figures that you can only get at gas stations is Arco Toys. All right. Maybe that's not a totally fair characterization. After all, they were able to acquire licenses to produce toys for properties like Robotech, Bravestar, Rambo, the A-Team, Disney, Barbie, and of course, the Gobots. And in 1985, Gobots license in hand, they got to work with a series of role-play toys, including Binoculars, who turns into a pair of binoculars, Deskbot, who turns into 9 different desk accessories, and of course, Cap Rifle, who turns into a cap rifle. Hey fellow designers at Arco Toys in 1985, I just finished up this Gobot toy. It's a robot and a pair of binoculars. Looking for a name. Any suggestions? Binoculars? Like it. Round 2, genius. Robot and 9 different accessories. I rack my brain and can't come up with anything. Little help? Deskbot. It's a little on the nose, but it's easy to remember. Okay. Last one. It's a robot and a cap-firing rifle. This is a twofer because I need you to come up with a name for his little pal, who happens to be a scope for that very same cap-firing rifle. I'm out of time. We gotta give Hong Kong the go-ahead on this. I need names now. Cap Rifle indeed changes from a limited posability robot into a cap-firing rifle that takes 8-shot rain caps. The box touts the hot chamber where you can see the flash as you fire, and his partner in crime is Scope Robo, who doesn't transform so much as he just holds on to Cap Rifle when in gun mode, and yeah, he's a little telescope. There is a third piece, which is a red laser sight device that attaches to the back of Scope Robo to light up the front end of the scope or to make it look badass when you're about to cap someone in really low light. Actual lasers had not been invented yet. In the 1980s, guns were for kids, and this one doesn't try to pretend that it isn't. Cap Rifle is a pure primary colored visual assault weapon. There's no need for an orange tip to indicate that it's a toy gun. The whole thing is functionally an orange tip. But for all the grief, for all the criticism that it absolutely 100% deserves, for its total affront to the Gobots brand name, piggybacking on hard-working bots like Leader One and Psykill, who actually have clever transformation and die-cast parts to sell a gun to kids, Cap Rifle and Roboscope are a tragically beautiful relic screaming at us from the past. They are garishly colored. The robots are so feeble, so unattractively simple, their faces are stickers. There's nothing inherently good about these bots, but they push so far down the spectrum of awfulness that they break the likability scale and come back around on the other side of the screen to exist today as a thing we could not realistically imagine designing, manufacturing, or trying to sell to anyone, kids, adults, robot lovers, or gun enthusiasts, and yet, this set is amazing. I couldn't have dreamed up something so horribly ridiculous or perfectly terrible. Cap Rifle and Roboscope have absolutely nothing to do with the Gobots and are 100% guilty of helping to diminish the value of the brand. But their legacy is as witness to an era of outside play and the power of a kid's imagination to make the best of an awful toy that was a heck of a lot cheaper than Megatron. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Hit like, share this video with the rest of the World Wide Web, and let us know in the comments below if you had any Arco toys. They repackaged pretty much all of the Gobot designs for Robotech as well. I absolutely owned Cap Rifle as a kid and played with it all the time. I was really excited to find one complete with the original box. Next mission, Deskbot.
Cut.